Molar mass. Molar mass is as simple as it sounds. It's just the mass of an element in grams. Let's look at an example. Neon.
The atomic mass of the element neon on the periodic table gives us a molar mass of 20.18 grams over moles. Conversion factors for converting between grams and moles of neon are the following. Lithium's atomic mass is 6.94, so the conversion factors for converting between mass and moles of lithium are the following.
Let's start with a few definitions. An empirical formula is the simplest form of a compound. For example, the empirical formula for dimethylmethane is C3H8. The empirical formula is often calculated using elemental composition data.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Get it from morning.
Pressure. Pressure is force per unit area. A very important type of pressure is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the pressure exerted by the weight of the atmosphere. There are three main units for pressure: Pascal, standard atmosphere, and torr. Normally, the standard unit of pressure is atm, although its SI units are pascals. 101,325 pascals is equal to about 1 atm. However, in laboratories, it is more convenient to use the unit of torr, as the atmosphere is very large and it is very difficult to use pascals. 760 torr is equal to about 1 atm. A torr may also be referred to as millimeters of mercury because they are the same thing.
The first of these is Charles' law. This law states that the volume of a given amount of gas at constant pressure is directly proportional to the Kelvin temperature. The equation for Charles' law is V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. If volume goes up, same with temperature. And if volume goes down, temperature also goes down.
The relationship between them may be deduced from kinetic theory and is called the ideal gas law. The ideal gas law can be characterized by the three state variables: absolute pressure, volume, and absolute temperature. PV equals nRT. P is equal to pressure, V is equal to volume, N is equal to moles, R is equal to the gas constant, and T is equal to temperature. For example, if the initial volume was 500 milliliters at a pressure of 760 torr, when the volume is compressed to 450 milliliters, what is the pressure? Plug in the values. 760 torr times 500 milliliters is equal to P2 times 450 milliliters. 760 torr times 500 milliliters all over 450 milliliters equals P2, which is then equal to 184 torr is equal to P2. The pressure is 844 torr after the compression.
The next law is Boyle's law. This states that volume of a given amount of gas held at constant temperature varies inversely with the applied pressure when temperature and mass are constant. The next of these laws is Avogadro's law. This is the relationship between volume and moles when temperature and pressure are held constant. This relation is directly proportional.
Three, two, one, go.
Molar mass is determined by the atomic mass from the periodic table divided by 1 mole. You slapped your leg and that was really noticeable.
That shouldn't have been loud.
3, 2, 1, go.
Molar mass is determined by the atomic mass from the periodic table.
2, 1, go.
The atomic mass of the element neon listed on the periodic...
2, 1, go.
The atomic mass of the element...
Let's start with a few definitions. An empirical formula is the simplest form...
I don't know why.
Oh, sorry. The empirical formula is often composed using... The empirical formula is often...
2, 1, go.
Gases are the only state of matter that can
2, 1, go.
Gases are the only...
2, 1, go.
Let's look at an
2, 1, go.
Let's look at an example. That was awful.
The law for the next law is Boyle's law. This law states that the volume of a given amount of gas held at constant. Stop it now! The next of these laws is Gay-Lussac's law. This law states that the pressure of a given amount of gas held at a constant volume.
Your hair looks gay loose.
He's recording. He's recording.
Why are you so green?
Oh, because of that.
You look green.
He's recording it.
What?
Now go. Sleep.
Okay. You were mate.
The next of these laws is Avogadro's law. This is the relationship between volume and moles when temperature and pressure are held constant.
How confident.
I know.
It's all over now.